Hello, good evening. Let me introduce first. I am Shah Mobin Jinnah, founding Executive Director of Community Development Association, CDA, a local NGO established in 1986 in Northern District of Bangladesh and registered with the government. I born in Dinajpur in 1950 and completed my academic qualifications. Masters in Sociology and Bachelors of Education in 1973 to 1974 from Rajshahi University. I joined in a high school as a headmaster for 5 years from 1974 to 1979, which was located in the remotest rural area far from Dinajpur city. I got the opportunity to serve the rural people voluntarily, side by side with the teaching. That voluntary processes supported me to learn the plight of the rural poor and the causes of the exclusion as well as the violation of human rights by the state, bureaucrats and the so-called social elites with the autocratic governance system. Then I had been offered by a Canadian international agency to work with them to render the philanthropic services and the development activities through community approach to human rights approach during 5 years with the agency. Based on my gathered several diversified experience and expertise in the field, I had the opportunity to establish a local NGO, namely Community Development Association, CDA, with some local social workers who were committed to contribute their analytical and contextual ideas of this region, historical perspectives, and effective knowledge for social change through facilitate to organize the community people for building up their community-led organizations and for strengthening networks at the local level with a view to protect the adverse situation in exclusion to inclusion, to make the people as the citizen through grassroots democratization, ensuring good governance and access to land rights relating to institutionalize the international covenants, economic, social, cultural and civil and political human rights, as well by the side of the local government structure to make the accountability, transparency, implementation of rule of law and reformation. Finally, such a strategic way since long, I have been facilitating the community people with their own potentials to build up the community organizations, trained up them to aware about the consequences of the united power, the human rights education, mobilizing the people-centered advocacy, and equipping them to protest against the criminals, grabbers, terrorists, and against the corruption within the land sector and some other administrative offices, and protect the defenders in their locality who are always living with the grassroots people to combat the organized crime. So this people-centered protest mechanism is a unique learning and effective process towards anti-corruption. That is enough, I think. Thank you very much.